So he won't take me down. That's where he keeps his oh man, why do I always forget to mute my mic? Well, since you're here, let's talk about the new summer season. Oh, and you know what that means, right? New stock of Isekai Anime. Oh, and the sponsor of today's video, which is Manga RPG. Welcome to Manga RPG, the ultimate blend of visual novel and gameplay. Engage in thrilling battles and unlock powerful abilities for your heroes as you progress through the game. Upgrade your heroes, explore diverse magical worlds, and connect with a vibrant community of players. Get exclusive rewards every day and enjoy. Gather your best warriors and come for an adventure. Join Manga RPG for free. You can find a link down in the description. So, stop doing everything. English or Spanish. Whoever skips this video, I've got you right where I want you. Number 10. Osaiji Start Dash Monogatari.
まずは体のレベルアップよ。自由に動けるように鍛えなきゃ。
So let me ask you, do you want something short? I mean, something you can literally finish in an hour. Don't worry, my weebs, I got you covered. So this is the story of Leela, who has memories of her past life. No, it's not a villainess show, but she is indeed in a game. Her goal, to become the strongest. Well, to be honest, I don't really know how she's gonna do that in just 12 episodes, which are literally 3 minutes long. It's okay, honest. You're not gonna rage at the literal start of a video. So, what are the plus points of the anime? Well, you get an overpowered character and, well, and nothing else. Jokes aside, it's not that bad, but it needs more episode length in my opinion. Whether you should watch it or not, I mean, hey, you can only decide by trying 1 or 2 episodes. I mean, it's literally 6 minutes of content. Number 9. A Journey Through Another World. Raising kids while adventuring.
このいつからじゃ2人を巻き込んでしまう。どうすれば。
Imagine one day you wake up and find God apologizing to you. Why? Because he unalived you by accident, and now you can't be reborn. Your only option is to transfer to a completely different world. I know. A dream come true for many weebs like us. And the same can be said for this anime. So a guy dies and gets transported to a different world with some good skills and everything an overpowered protagonist could ever need. But honest, this is just another generic Isekai anime plot. It's kind of unique. He encounters 2 kids in the jungle and decides to protect them. You know, that's basically it. But these kids are no ordinary ones, as they're overpowered as well. To be honest, I'm not too into kids being in isekai anime. Generally, they end up being pretty annoying. However, it's not the case here. It actually ends up being very wholesome and pretty heartwarming. So if you like what you're seeing on your screens, why not give it a try? Number 8. Dahlia in Bloom.
そう、そこをひねって。
Alright, let me summarize this anime shortly. So, a girl dies and reincarnates into the magical world. Yeah, nothing new. She then uses her knowledge from the previous world and makes new magic devices. Also, nothing new. Anyway, I personally enjoy these type of shows. Yeah, we don't have many female main characters in anime except villainesses and a few others, so it's a refreshing touch to see something different than your typical overpowered MC stuff. So, should you watch this? I mean, to be honest, I don't know. I mean, I'm really not sure where this anime will end up. It might end up dissolving into other typical shows, or it might stand out as a laid-back isekai show. It's not gonna blow you away, but it'll sure be your partner while having a good hot cup of coffee in the morning. Now, I'm not sure if I'm talking about anime or just feeling lonely. Number 7. The strongest magician in the Demon Lord's army was a human.
この部屋には強力な結界が張られている。俺の許可なしでは誰もこの部屋には入れないはず。
Here we go again with another overpowered MC anime. So, this time we follow the strongest magician from the demon army. Yep, he's so OP that he conquered enemy fortresses in the blink of an eye. But here's the twist. He's human. Now, of course, the elephant in the room is what exactly is a human doing in the demon army, and well, it's the same old thing of becoming a bridge between humans and demons to coexist together, blah blah blah. Lame! Jokes apart, I feel like this is a pretty slow-paced anime, but the characters are pretty interesting. Oh, and did I tell you that the Demon King's actually a cute girl? Yeah, even though it has a pretty predictable story, it manages to keep you pretty entertained. And like I said previously, it won't blow you away, nor is it trying to. It's just a decent isekai fantasy anime with some likable characters. And I just realized I didn't mention the isekai element of this anime, did I? Well, you know what? I'm not gonna spoil everything. Why not find out for yourself? Number 6, Failure Frame. English or Spanish? Craving some revenge fantasy? Don't worry, Honest has got you covered. So a bunch of students get isekai by the goddess to become heroes. Good news, almost everyone possesses some OP skills. Bad news, when I say almost everyone, I mean except for our protagonist. He ends up with an E-rank skill, yet he gets abandoned into some hidden labyrinth by the goddess. However, he's no crybaby and he's determined to get his revenge on the goddess. But Honest, how will he do it? So apparently the skills he possesses are not weak, but rather broken. You smell something? Yeah, it smells like Arafura. And jokes apart, I've read the source material and I feel like it's a pretty decent anime. Yeah, the animation might not be its strong point, but we can surely expect some good things from it in the future. I mean, if they follow the manga properly. No promises there. Number 5. Why does nobody remember me in this world?
この現象が見えているのは俺だけなのか。
こんな人前で名前呼ばれちゃうと、私いろいろ期待しちゃって。
Women.
Honest, what are you doing? Are you doing that same thing that you did in the previous video? You again adding some fantasy shows in here? Blah, blah, blah. No, you guys can rest assured. This is technically not an isekai, but it has the feel of one. One might ask, how? So, the war between 5 races ends, and humanity wins. The hero was the MVP, and he sealed the other races in some kind of black pyramid. Now, our protagonist, who was assigned the job of taking care of the pyramid, suddenly ends up in a world where nobody knows him. You get it? Kind of isekai-ish, right? At least adjacent. Although I'm pretty sure even though I explain this, I'll see a comment going, this is totally not isekai, blah blah. Anyway, should you watch this? I mean, I love these types of settings. And the lingering mystery aspect is just like the cherry on top. So yeah, give it a watch. Number 4. C Squad Isekai. Sorry for that C, but I can't use the actual word on YouTube. Plus, it's better to give some props to the best football player ever. Come on, let's do it again. See? Anyway, as you can guess, these DC supervillains get transported to a different world of magic and swords because anime. I mean, anything is possible at this point, so what do? Hey, it's pretty obvious. They wreak havoc and get sent to prison. I mean, yeah, what do you expect? A heartwarming welcome with flowers? So I'm a big Marvel and DC fan, and seeing this get paired up with the overpowered isekai trope, the fanboy in me could not control his excitement. But I don't know whether I should say this or not, but it didn't fulfill my expectations. Maybe that's my fault for keeping them too high. And don't get me wrong, it's not a bad anime, but just keep your expectations on the lower side, and you'll be fine. Number 3. Isekai Shikaku.
Oh yeah?
See? Now you might be wondering why I did that again. So this anime starts a little unusually. A guy and his lover decide to go 0-1 IRL, but destiny has something different in store for them as the guy gets isekai'd by a truck. He then gets welcomed by the guide, but let's just say his character is a little different. All he wants to do is have a peaceful unalivement. How will he survive in this world? I mean, he doesn't even have OP powers, so why not watch and find out for yourself? Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, this is a harem anime. Come on, Honest, are you sure this is a harem anime? Well, yeah, and we get a little bit of a, let's say, jiggle physics as well. So is this anime for you? I mean, if you're tired of the same old regular isekai protagonist destroying literally everything and becoming a hero, then this might be a breath of fresh air to you. Number 2, Konosuba. Now, you might be wondering, honest, adding famous anime to the list? Now that's something new. Well, to be honest, I was gonna add some fantasy anime like I did in the previous video, but after seeing your guys' comments, I kind of decided not to. So drop a like on the video and make it go viral. Now, for all those ancient people living under a rock, Konosuba is about a guy who takes the goddess Aqua with him to another world. And what's so good about it? Well, I mean, literally everything. From characters to comedy, everything just fits perfectly. I mean, you can ask any weeb about their favorite isekai comedy, and I bet 80% of them would say Konosuba. So if you haven't watched it yet, what are you doing with your life? Forget about your depression and problems, just watch and start laughing, forget about your day, have a good time. Number 1, Mushoku Tensei. See, aren't you proud of me for adding Mushoku Tensei? So, the recent season just ended, and oh my god, it was awesome. See, I don't want to spoil anything, but they really pulled some 1,000, 1 million IQ moves with the Father's Day episode. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, this anime is about a guy who is reborn into a fantasy world, and, well, he's the pervert. So, yeah. The anime shows his adventures and experiences in this fantasy world, while creating his harem. Come on guys, we all know eye candy is important if you're making a top-notch anime. Now you might be wondering, honest, the last 2 anime are not from this season. Well, there are only 8 isekai anime in this summer season. And come on guys, I'm a creature of habit. We do 10 anime. Regardless. Anyway, just please, if you take anything from this video, go watch this anime. There's a reason I've put it at number 1. So there you have it. Some isekai anime aired in the summer of 2024. And as usual, like the video and subscribe to see more videos from us. That is all for today, and we'll see you in the next video. I don't wanna fall in love.